Right. Starting with a little bit of recap, a summary of what we have learned so far. Summary. And ask yourself, do you know or not? Supplementary. What? Angles. क्या आप इसको जानते हैं? मन ही मन पूछ लेना अपने आप को. अगर लगा कि नहीं जानते पूछ लेना फिर से. Complementary. Angles. Third, vertically opposite angles. Fourth, linear pair. Do you understand these four or not? If you don't understand, then ask question right now, and if you understand, very good. Then we'll go ahead.
So could you explain linear pair also?
Linear pair is always formed on a straight line. Draw a straight line. As I'm saying, you do that. Draw a straight line. Quickly, उसके ऊपर एक arrow बना दो from anywhere. Now the straight line is 180 degree. You have split it into two angles of say A and B. A plus B is equal to 180 degrees. Such angles are known as linear pair. Okay. A linear pair, for a linear pair, straight line formation is must. Vertically opposite angles, when two lines cross each other, then the angles formed between them are called vertically opposite. तुम क्लास 6 से vertically opposite angle सिखाता है, तुम अभी 9 में आके vertically opposite angle पूछ रहा है, मतलब क्लास 6 तक क्या नाम कैसे भूल सकते हो? नाम भूल गया, नाम कैसे भूल सकते हो? 2 दिन बाद नूडल्स खा के बोलोगे क्या अर्थवम खा के आया, नाम भूल गया? ये और ये सेम होता है, ये और ये सेम होता है, ठीक है? अब the last weapon of this chapter, and then all questions can be solved based on how many weapons did we see right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weapons plus one more weapon, and with that we will be able to cover up everything. Okay, and this weapon is known as the transversal weapon. Everything is easy, but a lot of things will be there, so you need to remember transversal. ठीक है? Transversal formation में क्या होता है? We need to have a pair of parallel lines. A pair of parallel lines. Line L and M, such that we have L is parallel to M. Then any line which intersects both of them, let's say this is a line N, this N is known as the transversal. N को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Line L is known as transversal. If your funda about this thing is clear, it will help you a lot in higher classes also. ठीक है? Especially in similar triangles in grade 10. Okay, once you have done all these things, 8 angles get formed. Angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 angles are formed. Now we'll do our analysis. Our analysis. If you look at line L, then 1 should be equal to 3, which is known as vertically opposite angle, and 2 should be equal to 4, which is also known as vertically opposite angles. I'm doing for line 1, the same thing holds for line 2 also, right? And in case of line 2, line M, we will have 5 will be equal to 7 and 6 will be equal to 8. Makes it clear? Okay. So far that we know. This is so far. Also we know 1 plus 2 should be equal to 180 degree. Now this is a linear pair formation. Similarly, 2 plus 3 should be also equal to 180 degree. That's also a linear pair formation. Then when you say 1 plus 2 equal to 180 degree, at that time the straight line is L. When you say 2 plus 3, then the straight line is N. Then we can have again 3 plus 4 is equal to 180 degree. In this case again, that's also a linear pair. The straight line is L. and we can say 4 plus 1 is equal to 180 degree, and here also is linear pair and the straight line is n. Same things are valid for it. This is so far that we know. नया चीज क्या सीखेंगे यहां से? नया चीज यहां पे सीखेंगे, observe now, 4 will always be equal to 6 and 3 will always be equal to 5. 4 6 टक्का 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 टक्का, इसको हम बोलते हैं, क्योंकि ये दोनों के अंदर वाले हिस्से में हो रहा है, इस रीजन को हम कहते हैं इंटीरियर. And this region is known as exterior. This region is also exterior. So these will be known as alternate interior angles. ये नया चीज सीखा आपने. And similarly, 1 will be equal to 7 and 2 will be equal to 8. This will be known as alternate exterior angles. समझ में आ गया? Alternate exterior angle. क्लियर? बात समझ में आई भाई साहब? बहुत अच्छी. आइए कुछ और सीखते हैं. ये 1 है, उसी के जैसा एक और एंगल 5 है. 1 will be equal to 5 and similarly 4 will be equal to 8, 2 will be equal to 6 and 3 will be equal to 7. These are known as corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. मेरा दायां हाथ, तुम्हारा दायां हाथ, ये 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 corresponding angles.
So what did you write L P here?
Linear pair.
Linear pair.
And when you are thinking it's a linear pair, the straight line is that line L. Actually, if you know this, then this can automatically be proved. See, you know that 4 is equal to 6, then 5 should be equal to 180 minus 6. Similarly, 8 should be equal to again 180 minus 5. So 8 and 6 become equal. एक करने से सब equal हो जाता है. ठीक है, ये हो गया corresponding angle. अब और एक है. Then we have got 4 plus 5 is equal to 180 degree and 3 plus 6 is equal to 180 degree. Now this is a little bit something you need to understand. 4 plus 5 is equal to 180, but this is not linear pair because the angles are not on a straight arm. So we say these angles are known as consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior angles are supplementary. Consecutive interior angles are supplementary and similarly consecutive exterior angles will also be supplementary. ठीक है? So 1 plus 8 equal to 180 degree and 2 plus 7 equal to 180 degree. This is known as consecutive exterior angles are सप्लीमेंट्री. बस हो गया, और कुछ नहीं सीखना है, और एक चीज छोटा सीखना है बस, ये बना लीजिए. हाँ, ये तो 6 से पढ़ रहा है. 6 में तो वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल भी पढ़ा था.
Sir, I don't remember anything we did in 6th.
Oh,
Sir, somehow I remember.
he remembers everything. He's just like mother. When I tell my mother na something that I'm unable to do, my mother will always say equally contrasting of that. Like you said, you don't remember. He says he remembers.
सर उसको 60 गर्लफ्रेंड क्या?
हाँ, किसको? वैभव को. 6 में तो ये घर पे था कोविड बना के.
तो ऑनलाइन बना लो.
हाँ, ऑनलाइन बना लो.
Bro, I was playing Roblox with this guy.
अरे जी
सीरियस हो गया, ले लिया दिल पे. मतलब सही में ही था. Have you understood? ये दो पे ध्यान दो. Consecutive interior and consecutive exterior, they are supplementary. ठीक है? And if you know one angle, you will be able to find out all angles. Say suppose ये एंगल को 60 डिग्री बनाते हैं. देखो इसको 60 बनाया. Just see, look at me now. ये 60 है तो ये भी 60. वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट, ये 60 है तो ये भी 60. alternate interior, vertically opposite. ये तो बचपन का वो किट 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 खेल रहे हो. This is 60, then this is 120. This is linear pair. This is 120, then this is also 120. This is 120, then this is 120, and this is 120, then this is also 120. So easy. Now just see 120 plus 60, consecutive interior, supplementary, consecutive exterior, supplementary. ठीक है?
So pretty give us a minute.
Yeah, I'm giving you all minutes. The more minutes you take, the more rest I get. Anya madam and Yashvi madam, how is the day? Anya has become very quiet nowadays. Nowadays she doesn't share anything what happened in school. Yashvi to in grade 9 has made sure that she has lost her voice box. Anya, what happened? Piyusha is saying no, don't say. Something must have happened. बोलो तो क्या हुआ स्कूल में? Nothing happened. Both of you were turned out of class. That means.
No.
Then
They're very good Vaishas. Our class won chart competition.
class what?
We have this thing everywhere. We all have to decorate our classes with a specific theme that we can choose. For some reason, my class chose Star Wars. So, but our class was really good, so we won. And so we're gonna make our teacher do chocolates.
Did you draw Anakin Skywalker?
Hey, you are supposed to finish copying. We are waiting for you, Animal Skywalker. My daughter's class has lot of girls from your Chirek and boys at Madhapur Fiji. Lots.
Oh, a lot of my like.
Mihir, you know Mihir. ये सब आपके सीनियर्स होंगे सब 2-2 साल सीनियर.
Most of my classes are close to Fiji.
बहुत है आपके.
Yeah, like half of my class goes to Fiji.
Right now,
Yeah.
every day,
No.
weekend.
But I want to. Yeah.
Weekend. देखो कितना मेहनत कर रहा है.
Yes, sir.
But I want.
क्या हुआ? मेहनत करोगे तो जा सकते हो. क्या है उसमें?
Yes.
मिठाई.
It's
You write by understanding. Why are you copying from the board? Then only you will
They
learn.
look more nice also.
अच्छा. पहला बार सुना नकल मारने से सुंदर लगता है देखने में. लेफ्ट साइड मिटाओ बच्चा.
Yes.
Okay. I'll give all the gyan and then we'll go to problem solvings.
So you can erase this.
Can I erase the figure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Chalo. Okay, next one, little bit related to this only, but since they are angles, so we'll make it here itself. Any scalene triangle you can draw. Angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. And let's say this angle is theta. Okay. Such an angle which is formed by one arm and the other arm extended outside is known as exterior angle. Exterior angle. ठीक है? आइए. 1 plus 2 plus 3 should give me how much? 180 degree. Do you agree? 1 plus 2 plus 3 should be 180 degree. Why? Angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle. ठीक है? Now look here. 3 plus theta should also give me 180 degree. Very good. Linear pair. I'll recommend the next novel for you. Linear pair. Now if we observe these two equations, right hand sides are 180, that means left hand side should be equal. That means 1 plus 2 plus 3 should be equal to 3 plus theta. And in such a case, since we see that 3 is appearing on both sides, we can abort 3 and we get theta is equal to 1 plus 2. Very important result, which says exterior angle is always equal to sum of opposite interior angles. exterior angle ये देखते नहीं हो, देखो देखो, exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite interior angle. ठीक है, ये बहुत बड़ा फाइंडिंग है, इसको लिख लीजिए, काम में आएगा आपको इस चैप्टर में. exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite interior angle in any triangle. समझ में आया? Okay. Now you wrote this step that 1 plus 2 plus 3, this particular step is equal to 180 degree. You wrote this step. How do you know 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 180 degree? So in order to prove that, to make a construction, our construction is that we draw a line. Let's say we have drawn a line L parallel to the base AC. So yeah, we did a construction and our construction is draw L parallel to AC, right? And we get two more angles. Let's say this is X and angle Y. Now, can I say 1 equal to X and 3 is equal to Y? 1 is equal to X and 3 is equal to Y. The reason is they are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. How did you do it, sir? Sir, once these two were parallel lines and this was a transversal. Next time these two were parallel lines and this one was a transversal. Yeah, once AB and once BC. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, if you look at L, then we can say X plus 2 plus Y should be equal to 180 degree, because this is completely a linear pair, or you can say it's a straight angle. You can't write the word linear pair. Actually, there are three angles, so I would preferably write the word straight angle. It's a straight angle, so this is 180 degree. Instead of X, substitute 1, 2 remains as 2, and instead of Y, substitute 3. ये आ गया आपका, जो आप बचपन से पढ़ते हो ना, sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. You have proved this also. समझे? Very good. So how do you say sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree? Just by doing this, and using this conclusion you can find exterior angle equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. तो हमारे पास कितने वेपन हो गए? कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री, सप्लीमेंट्री, वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट, लीनियर पेयर, ट्रांसवर्सल, एक्सटीरियर एंगल एंड एंगल सम प्रॉपर्टी. एक और दे देते हैं, ठीक है ना? आइए, और ये शायद लास्ट है, इसके बाद और नहीं है. Because this chapter is about lines and angles, so there is no measurement of sides and all. We will be only dealing lines and angles and lines and angles. हो गया ये वाला? और कितना मिनट दूं? समझ के करो. इन लोगों का अच्छा रहता है, 5 मिनट एक रहता है, 5 मिनट नहीं रहता है. यशवी इज नाउ गॉन. यशवी विल कम आफ्टर सम टाइम. यशवी का ऐसा रहता है. यशवी इज लाइक माय मदर ड्यूरिंग अ वर्ल्ड कप क्रिकेट मैच. इधर श्रीमद रामायण भी चलते रहता है, उधर ऐड आता है, स्वैप करके उधर क्रिकेट. इफ क्रिकेट बिकम्स इंटरेस्टिंग देन रामायण गोज ऑन होल्ड. नाउ यशवी विल अगेन कम आफ्टर अनदर 5-10 minutes. और एल्स इट कैन बी दैट कोकापेट एरिया में इंटरनेट ही ऐसा है कि आता है जाता है, ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता है ना?
Sir, the internet in Kokapet is very low.
हाँ,
Interesting.
कैन आई रब?
Yes.
हो गया? लॉन्ग बैक, चलो समझ में आ गया. सो वन मोर थिंग एंड देन वी आर डन. लेफ्ट वन कैन आई रब?
Yes, sir.
Left side, chalo. The last one. Last are few findings. And these findings relate to triangles. Number one, if you have a right triangle, that means you know the measure of one angle as 90 degree. If you have a isosceles right triangle, what is an isosceles right triangle? Something like this. The two sides are equal, okay? This side is equal to this side. Then you have an additional information that these two angles will also be same. So you can write, in any isosceles triangle, base angles are equal. Base angles are equal, and also the arms are equal. If you draw any isosceles triangles, let's say if this is an isosceles triangle where this is equal to this, then this angle will always be equal to this angle. Third, if you have an equilateral triangle, then the equilateral triangles, each angle will be 60 degree and all sides are equal. Just out of curiosity, what is the area of a triangle? What is the area of an equilateral triangle?
The pi.
Pi.
No,
Pi comes only when you have circle. Otherwise, pi will never come.
the something pi 3.
The area of equilateral triangle is root 3 divided by 4 multiplied by side square.
कैसे आया?
Our teacher refused to mention.
हाँ? कैसे आया?
He asked once in class.
Hmm.
He celebrated, and our teacher like, I won't tell it to you.
तो बहुत आसान है, देखो. Make a equilateral triangle. Okay? And make the altitude of equilateral triangle. A, B, C. इसको A ले लो, इसको A ले लो. And this is the altitude. In an equilateral triangle, rather we should say in an isosceles triangle, this is an isosceles triangle also, the altitude always bisects the base. That means this is A upon 2 and this is A upon 2. Agreed? Okay. Now take out one of the छोटा triangle 1 ले लो, इसको T1 ले लो. So in T1, what will be the value of this? This is the height that we want. So the height will be equal to the hypotenuse square minus the base square or इसका root. So this becomes 4a square minus a square, which is 3a square, which is equal to a, and you have a 2 का square will become 4 बाहर आएगा तो 2 root 2. देखो तो ये समझ में आया कि नहीं? This becomes root under 4a square minus 4a square, sorry, a square by 4, and this is a square. So it becomes root under 4a square minus a square by 4. So it becomes 3a square by 4. Now if you take the root of 4, then it comes out as 2. Okay, and sorry, this is root 3, and a square comes out as a, and root 3 रह जाता है. Height मिल गया आपको, ठीक है ना? ये समझ में आया? How we got the height? हाँ या ना?
We did once more.
अरे पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लगाओ ना. Hypotenuse square is equal to this square plus this square. So what is the hypotenuse? What is a by 2 whole square plus h square is equal to a square? Do you get it?
Yes.
So what is h square equal to? A square minus a by 2 whole square. So what is h equal to? Root under a square minus a by 2 whole square. यही मैंने लिखा था. और इसको तोड़ के दे. So this is your height. And overall what is the base? A. So now put area. A is equal to half into base into height. A by 2 root 3. So it becomes root 3 by 4 a square. रटने का जरूरत नहीं है. कॉन्सेप्ट है तो आप बना सकते हैं। वैसे इसका इस चैप्टर में कोई जरूरत नहीं है, आगे जरूरत आएगा, जान लेने से अच्छा है। ठीक है, चले।
Sir, one second.
ये भी नहीं हुआ क्या? तो क्या कर रहे थे? आई वॉज किलिंग टाइम फॉर डूइंग दैट।
Sir, you were
What? I was doing this to kill time here so that you could write. Done? Back. Match is interesting now. Yashvi, what happens intermittently? You always disappear every class, like 10 minutes, then again 10 minutes you come back, again 10 minutes, every class. There's not been a single class where you have been throughout present. Okay, done. So let's go and take problems now. So let's check up some problems from NCERT first and let's see whether we are able to do it or not. ठीक है, एक प्रॉब्लम आता है, you know about laws of reflection, right? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, so sometimes that also makes its way through. Yeah, in this problem there will be one problem. ये सब तो ऐसे ही पिल्लू पिल्लू क्वेश्चंस हैं, क्या करोगे इसे? So let's do some questions from NCERT 6.1. I don't know what will be in your book. In my book it is to be 6.1. So I'm doing some NCERT first exercise. Okay, you try and also solve. So we got a figure is very important, and these problems how you should do is that you should first draw a pencil figure just like that, and when you're practicing at home have a scribble pad. First just draw the figure with your pencil and start thinking how to crack the problem. Later on it's about writing the problem. ठीक है? And this point is D. So there will be a question. The right way to do these problems are, how you do it is, first always write the given data. Given. What all are given to me? XY and MN are lines intersecting at no wait, the print is like that. This D ने इसको O लगाया था, intersecting at O. Okay, intersecting at O. This is the first thing that is given to you. Why did I write line? Because you can use linear pair concept. And then they say number 2, angle POY is equal to 90 degree. This is also given to you. बिल्कुल ऐसे ही लिखिएगा. And number 3, the other thing given to you is A is to B is equal to 2 is to 3. Then the next step you should write is to find. आपको क्या निकालने बोला है? To find the value of C. C का value क्या है? And I'm not writing anything below this, but the way you should write is now you write your solution. So I'm continuing my solution out here. Solution. whatever steps you write, you should substantiate them with whatever law you have used. हमें C निकालना है, ठीक है ना? C. So can we write here that B plus C should be equal to 180 degree. Why? It's a linear pair. Linear pair for line MN. देखो तो B plus C should be 180 degree. Agreed? Very good. Then A plus B should be equal to how much? 90 degree. Right? यहाँ पर रीजन लिख दो. Since angle POY is equal to 90 degree given, so angle POY plus A plus B should be equal to 180 degree. Reason is XY is a line. Given na XY is a line, so this should be equal to 180 degree. So we can do it from here also. Subtract the two equations. If we subtract the two equations, subtract करने से नहीं होगा because A we don't know. चलो, okay. Now ratio is given, so we say let A be equal to 2x. So B will be equal to 3x. Why? Because it is given to you. A by B is equal to 2 by 3. This is given to you, right? Therefore 2x plus 3x should be equal to 90 degree, or x should be equal to 90 degree by 5. So 5 ones are 5, 18 degree. Therefore the value of A is 2 into 18 degree, which is equal to 36 degree. The value of B is equal to 3 into 18 degree, which is equal to 54 degree. And now you can use it. This is, let's say you put this as equation B and you put this as equation A, and you can write here from B. Okay, and now substituting value of B in 1, not 1, in A. So what is the value of B? 54 degrees plus C is equal to 180 degree, or C is equal to 180 minus 54. 180 minus 60 should give me how much? 120, but I am doing only 54, so 126 degree. ठीक है. अब इसको क्या करते हैं, ये प्रॉब्लम जब हम रफ वर्क में करेंगे बहुत जल्दी हो जाएगा. Say suppose this problem came as an MCQ question. Rough work it is easy, but that's why I say every geometry problem you should have a writing pad in front of you. Take a pencil and try to solve it like a puzzle. टिक 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 करके आप देख लो. एक बार सॉल्व हो गया ना, then it is all about खाना पेश करना, और पेश हम ऐसे करते हैं. Teacher does not know anything. Teacher in what you call geometry should get to know chronologically by the way you have written. जैसे आपने लिखा है, that's way you have to what to say substantiate and satisfy the person. It's not that I wrote this, ये तो आपको पता ही होना चाहिए ना, linear pair. ऐसा नहीं होता है. You write it in such a manner that we get to know the flow. Chronology should be very okay. It's just like it's a case. You can't say on 14th I was present there. कोई एक सिनेमा हॉल का टिकट दिखाओ, कुछ दिखाओ. So every step that you write should have a evidence. That's geometry, and then only you say this is proved.
Sir, in the question they gave that A and B are given.
Otherwise, why will I write this? I have written ना given. Dog bite किया था क्या मुझे? क्या लिखना है? हाँ दिवांशु साहब, समझ में आया? थोड़ा हंस के अक्षरों को सुंदर कीजिए ना, कोशिश कीजिए अच्छे से लिखने के लिए. ऐसे लिखने से पता क्या होता है, पता है, लगता है बतख के पाँव में, बतख जानते हो ना, डक के पाँव में पेन बांध के डक को भगा रहे हो. डक जैसे जैसे निशान छोड़ के जा रहे हो वैसे वैसे राइटिंग हो रहा है. हाँ मुर्गी डक वही वैसे ही है. डक तो थोड़ा और पक 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 जाता है ना. थोड़ा अच्छा से लिखना, सुंदर लगना चाहिए ना राइटिंग। कोशिश करने से हो सकता है, लेकिन हम कोशिश नहीं करते, हमें लगता है रहने दो यार बहुत हो गया, बाकी वो खुद कर लेगा। वन ऑफ माई क्लासमेट इज इंजीनियरिंग वाज लाइक दैट, मैं बोला थोड़ा और ठीक से करो, बहुत ठीक से कर लिया, बाकी टीचर देख लेगा। हाँ कोई बात नहीं, लॉन्गर लो हो या शॉर्टर लो, एंड ऑफ द डे यू शुड गेट द आंसर करेक्ट। अच्छा इन दोनों में लेकिन वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल मत लगा देना, वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट एंगल इज ऑलवेज बिटवीन टू लाइंस।
I took vertically for A and 90.
ए एन 90 वर्टिकली,
Yeah, A and 90 with C. A and 90 vertically opposite to C.
हाँ ए एन 90 वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट टू सी।
So like the angle B is equal to angle NOY.
एंगल बी इज इक्वल टू, हाँ कर सकते हो,
Then I did this solution.
हाँ बिल्कुल आपकी मर्जी, जब तक आप ठीक ठाक लाओ, ठीक है। हाँ
So what is the question? What if you change the question? What if you add one more line which is parallel to XY?
पैरेलल टू एक्स वाई लाइक दिस,
That's another transverse.
पैरेलल टू एक्स वाई ना, अनदर लाइन। हाँ
Then what if I ask you a question like
हाँ बोलो, ऐसा एक लाइन ड्रॉ कर दिया, फिर
yes sir, like find the value of that angle like P
पी,
and then touching that line.
कौन सा, ये वाला एंगल, कौन सा एंगल बेटू बोलो,
Sir P sir.
पी ये वाला एंगल,
Yes sir.
ये 90 डिग्री होगा ना, ये 90 है, ये इसका पैरेलल है, तो कॉन्जिक्यूटिव इंटीरियर एंगल 90, 90 लीनियर पेयर 90, समझ में आया।
Yes sir.
तो अपना ही फोटो निकाल के पूछ रहे हो, टेल द नेम ऑफ दिस बॉय, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है। चलो एक और क्वेश्चन करते हैं, इसमें और कुछ मेरा करने का नहीं है इस चैप्टर में, इट्स ऑल अबाउट यू प्रैक्टिसिंग। आई कैन डू वन और टू प्रॉब्लम्स एंड ट्राई टू शो यू what the idea is all about. You have to practice, the more you practice the more problems come similar. तो ये तो था 6.1 चुन्नू मुन्नू सा वाला एक्सरसाइज। अब एक 6.2 में चलते हैं, चैप्टर का पूरा ज्ञान आपको दे दिया। लेट्स गो टू 6.2। नाउ लेट्स टेक वन प्रॉब्लम फ्रॉम 6.2, ठीक है, ये तो कर लोगे, ये सब बेकार प्रॉब्लम है। हाँ चलो ये प्रॉब्लम करते हैं, वो ग्रेड 8 लाइट के चैप्टर का प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है। चलिए लेट्स टेक ग्रेड 8 लाइट चैप्टर प्रॉब्लम। आ जाओ, दिस इज द सेकेंड एक्सरसाइज विच इज 6.2 फॉर मी। सो वी हैव टू पैरेलल mirrors or two parallel plane mirrors. Okay, these are two parallel plane mirrors and they have been kept facing each other. I hope you know what this means, rough side and shiny side or polished side or the reflecting face, ठीक है। And then the mirrors are named as PQ, PQ and RS. Now we have one incident ray like this, A, B, C and D. Okay, so we have A as our incident, this is B, है ना। रिफ्लेक्शन का लॉ क्या बोलता है, एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस शुड बी इक्वल टू एंगल ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन। सो दिस इज C and then one more, and this will be, ideally this line should be parallel to A. So this is D. Now let's see what is given. Given PQ and RS are plane mirrors. PQ and RS are plane mirrors. So AB is incident ray for PQ. BC is a reflected ray for what? For PQ. BC is again incident ray for RS, and CD is reflected ray for RS. These are what is given to you. Prove that AB is parallel to CD. You have to prove AB is parallel to CD. Right? To prove AB is parallel to CD. And also given are one more thing, are plane mirrors such that PQ is parallel to RS. The plane mirrors are parallel to each other. PQ is parallel to RS. अब जब समझ में आया, बहुत ही आसान सवाल. Place parallel to each other. To prove AB is equal नहीं. AB is parallel to CD. This is what we have to prove. AB is parallel to CD. So AB parallel to CD we can prove. हमने इस चैप्टर में parallel कहाँ पढ़ा है? Transversal में पढ़ा है. So some of the outcome of transversal if we can prove, then we get to know that this is parallel. ठीक है ना? इसको हम वैसे प्रूव कर सकते हैं. चलिए आइए लिखते हैं, इसका प्रूफ देखते हैं. So we write proof. Now since you have been asked to prove, so you start with proof, not solution, right? Let's make some constructions. And constructions में हम थोड़े से normals बना लेते हैं. दो normal बना लेते हैं. Construction you are allowed to do in geometry. BM and CN. Construction. Draw normals BN and CN at B and C respectively. ये respectively word का बड़ा meaning है इसमें. मतलब BN B पे बना है, CN C पे बना है. CN is on C. Or you can write it at B and C. Yeah, ठीक है. At B and C respectively. Now, and you can name these angles now. 1, 2, name this angle as 3 and 4. Right? Such that angles 1, 2, 3, 4 are formed.
Draw normals BN, right?
BN, BM and CN. अरे बना लो यार. ठीक है. Now 1 is equal to 2. This is as per laws of reflection. Incident angle is always equal to angle of reflection. Not incident angle, angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. And if 1 equal to 2, we can also write 3 is equal to 4. This is also laws of reflection. Right? Now, for PQ parallel to RS, BC is transversal. Therefore, 2 is equal to 3. Therefore, 2 is equal to 3. है ना? So,
Well, 1 is equal to 2 is equal to 3 is equal to So 1 plus 2 is
हाँ वही कर रहे हैं अभी. So 1 plus 2 can also be written as 1 is equal to 2, so we write it as, and 2 is equal to 3, so we write it as 3, and 3 is also equal to 4, so 3 plus 4, right? Or we write angle ABC is equal to angle BCD. ठीक है, इतना लिख लिया. ये पार्ट मिटा ले, ये वाला पार्ट गिवन वाला मिटाओ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have written angle ABC equal to angle BCD, but angle ABC and angle BCD are alternate interior angles for AB and CD with BC as transversal. Transversal does not mean that line should be parallel. Even if lines are not parallel, we can call it as transversal. So transversal. Therefore, AB must be parallel to CD. Proved. So have you understood the logic? This angle, we have proved that sum of these two angles means this whole angle is equal to this whole angle. But these two angles do form an alternate interior angle arrangement with this as transversal. Means see, if you have two non-parallel lines, then also you get alternate interior angles. But these alternate interior angles are not equal. If you make this equal, then this line has to become parallel. वही हमने दिखाया कि this angle and this angle are alternate interior angles for this line and this line with this as transversal, but these are also equal, and anywhere where alternate interior angles are equal, the line should be parallel to each other, which proves that AB is parallel to CD. ये कभी कभी यूनिट टेस्ट में ये प्रॉब्लम छाप के दे देता है. So we don't know, one very tough problem came. समझेंगे? वेरी गुड. छा गए तुम लोग यार. 6.2 also you have done almost all toughy questions. Hey,
Sir, is there anything new in this chapter from last year?
last year, yeah, transversal part से न्यू आएगा. थोड़ा और प्रॉब्लम करते हैं ना. ये करो.
Transaction we did.
Yeah, sir, we did last year.
हाँ तो इस बार भी कर लो.
We did last year.
चलो एक और प्रॉब्लम करते हैं.
Geometry.
One more. This you do. I'm just doing rough sketch. Okay. This you do. I'm doing a rough sketch. स्क्वायर रूट के सिंबल जैसा है भाई साहब. P Q R S P. पकरस्टी. पकरस्टी में ये है 110 डिग्री और ये है 130 डिग्री. You need to find out. So given, I'll give you the given data. PQ is parallel to ST. Okay, PQ is parallel to ST, and the angle values you are given. To find angle QRS, QRS, that means what is the value of this angle QRS. क्या हो गया दीपांशु? चेहरे पे मुस्कान.
P और T एक लाइन है या फिर पॉइंट्स हैं?
कौन सा?
P और T.
लाइन और पॉइंट से क्या जाता है? आप लाइन सेगमेंट पकड़ लो. लाइन और पॉइंट से क्या फर्क हो जाता है? PQ is parallel to ST. PQ is parallel to ST. ठीक है, कीजिए. क्या सर, ये तो लास्ट ईयर पढ़ा हुआ है,
Yes, sir.
क्या हो गया? सर, क्या हो गया? फर्स्ट क्यों गए? या तो हो गया आपका?
Yes, sir. 70.
हाउ मच इज इट? ना ना, हाउ मच इज दिस वन?
50.
50.
So
Then
this
how?
is 50.
No, how much should be this?
This
हाँ
this is 50. This will be 130.
हाँ,
Sir, sir, if you
correspond. Why are you doing that?
this will be 130.
आपको ये चाहिए ना,
Yes.
तो ये निकाल के किया।
Yeah, 130.
इसको निकालो ना, ये 50 है तो ये कितना होगा?
Sir, 130.
Why are you finding out as 130 with this? 130 is not this. 130 will be this. This is 50. This is 50. This will be. This is a classic example where you have solved it and you are not able to do it. This is 50, then this is 50, right? 50.
Sir, shouldn't alternate
Alternate is this, my dear.
Yeah, right, correct.
हाँ,
Okay, sir, this is 50, correct.
this is 50.
Yes.
This is exterior
This
angle.
is 70.
This is अरे exterior angle.
Yes.
Sum of two opposite interior angle.
Yeah, so that's minus 50. That's
60 degree.
160, yes. Sir, I mess up here. I have to get the laws correct. I haven't practiced so long. That's why.
So when someone is telling you, still you don't want to hear. You're still hell bent on 30. हो गया?
Yes, sir.
There are two ways we can do this problem. You can have one construction. You can draw one line through this also. Right? If you draw a line through this, then it becomes very easy. This is 110 degree. So what should be the value of this angle? These two are parallel, right? I have drawn, this line has been drawn in such a manner. Let's say we draw a line N and our construction is N is parallel to PQ, and since PQ is parallel to ST, so N is also parallel to ST. Why? Because PQ is parallel to ST. ठीक है ना? A equal to B and A equal to C. तो ये दोनों equal है तो C. So how much should be this angle? This is 110. Then this should be how much? 70 degree. This is 130. So 130 degree should be equal to 70 plus whatever is this x you don't know, because these are now for this line and this line, these are alternate interior angles. ये पूरा एंगल एंड ये पूरा एंगल alternate interior angle बनता है ये दोनों के लिए। बस अब x की वैल्यू तो निकालनी है ना, 130 minus 70 0 6 हाँ
I extended with PQ.
सब करेक्ट है, एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर लीगली करेक्ट। पी क्यू एक्सटेंड करके क्या किया बताओ? पी क्यू एक्सटेंड कर दिया, फिर
So now you take the intersection point as O.
ओ हाँ
Sir. Now SOQ.
एस ओ क्यू हाँ
Yes, so that is alternate interior.
वेरी गुड। सो दिस इज 130
Then it median paths inside 130 and then median paths.
इतना करने से और अच्छा नहीं। ये कितना 110 है ना, ये 110 है तो ये कितना डिग्री हो गया? ये लीनियर पेयर है ना,
70.
ये 70 हो गया। और एक्सटीरियर एंगल क्या होता है? सम ऑफ टू ऑपोजिट इंटीरियर एंगल। एक्सटीरियर एंगल इज सम ऑफ टू ऑपोजिट। ऐसे भी कर सकते हो, ये 130 है तो ये कितना हो गया? ये 50 हो गया, तो ये फिर निकल जाएगा, ये 120 हो गया और ये 60 होएगा। अब बिल्कुल सही किया है, एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर डूइंग इट करेक्ट। ठीक है, समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
So in our next class we will be going to triangles, but we can do one or two problem of triangle also. Triangle हमने बहुत सारा कर लिया है। एक ट्राइंगल का प्रॉब्लम करके देखें, आ जाओ एक लास्ट प्रॉब्लम ट्राइंगल का कर लेते हैं. आई विल गिव वन मोर क्लास टू इट, टू दिस चैप्टर. आई हैव नथिंग टू टीच. You practice and come with your triangles and straight line angles, because
Sir, can you give a worksheet?
I can give a worksheet also. But if you do it from first thing, you should knock off your NCRT. My idea is always knock off NCRT in such a manner that you knock off NCRT with the examples. Once you have knocked off NCRT, then you can see your this. If you want a worksheet, I'll pass on a worksheet also. कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है. एक ट्राइंगल का प्रॉब्लम फटाफट करते हैं, आ जाओ. ठीक है. T Q R और ये है हमारा P और ये है S. ठीक है बच्चा. 110 डिग्री यार, 102 सर 135 में बड़ा प्यार है इनको. ये ट्राइंगल है. सो फिगर 6.39 फाइंड एंगल PRQ. PRQ बोले तो ये वाला एंगल निकालिए. 1 मिनट में निकल जाना चाहिए, है ना. PRQ कितना होगा दीपांशु, बताइयो. बता, नहीं तो तेरे सिर के टुकड़े टुकड़े कर दूंगा विक्रम बेटा. कितना होगा? हाँ, ऐसा आप से 65 बोलने से हो गया. हिसाब करो ना. ये 135 है तो ये एंगल कितना होगा? हाउ मच इज दिस एंगल? दिस इज
Sir, this is
हाँ 130 plus 50. This will be 45. 130 plus 50 makes it how much? 180. Wherever it is already 135. So reduce. This is 45 degree. ठीक है ना? And then this is exterior angle. So 110 should be equal to 45 plus x. So x is equal to 110 minus 45. 110 से 40, 100 से 40, 65 हो गया आपका. ठीक है, यहां पे रखते हैं. आप ट्राइंगल तक कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स कीजिए as per your book, then we can move to our next part. So I will now give one class more, provided you have doubts on that class. NCRT, example, exercise followed by worksheet चाहिए तो वो भी दे दूंगा. ठीक है.
Sir, I'm yet to complete linear equation.
There is nothing in linear equation. What do I do? Is it my fault? Then